Edmonton, Alberta, game number 6 of the Stanley Cup Final. The Florida Panthers lead it 3-2. The Oilers trying to send it back to Florida for potential Game 7. And welcome in, everyone. Join alongside Aaron and Stan. I am Max, and we are going to do game number 6 of the Stanley Cup Final. This is going to be an interesting one because the Oilers were down 3-0, and now they have just become the Oilers again, because now they are playing probably one of their best hockey ever of these finals, especially Game 5. Game 5 felt like a really completed game. Game 4 just felt like a domination, and Florida wasn't in it in the first place, and they weren't playing their game. Game 5 felt more even, but the Oilers got the win. What do y'all think on that?
Absolutely insane. It was definitely a complete game. I'll say that.
Aaron, what do you think?
Yeah, Game 4 was not looking so hot for Florida. An 8-1 loss on an elimination game where you could have just swept and won the Stanley Cup. And then going back to Edmonton, you can't, or not Edmonton, you go back to Florida for Game 5, you can win it again. And you can't pull through. It's 4-3 or 5-3.
5-3. Because remember that Matthew Tkachuk saving the puck barely off the goal line, and then McDavid just scored. I remember that was going over Twitter, and it was like, oh wow, that was funny. So game number 6 here in Edmonton. What do we expect here, guys, from Edmonton here in this game?
I'm expecting an all-out attack in the first period. They want to get off to a strong start against Florida. Bobrovsky, if he's doing good, that's going to really limit what McDavid and Draisaitl can do.
Yeah.
And
I'd be inclined to agree, but I have no clue. It's anybody's game.
Game number 6 about to start soon, and I remember I was reading the stat here that I think McDavid's almost tied with Gretzky with a stat, I believe, about points or something like that. But they say as a Stanley Cup is in the house here in Edmonton. And we are looking forward to bringing you game number 6 of the Stanley Cup Final. What do you think Florida needs to do here? Because it felt like Florida in the past 2 games have not played their style at all. Because it's felt like they have not played their game at all in the past 2 games. And what do you think they need to do to resolve that?
Go through them faster. Like skate faster or something.
I think they just need to get on the puck more, just attack and prevent power play opportunities, just be more aggressive at the puck and more conservative towards the players, not trying to lay.
So, game number 4 here in Edmonton was an 8-1 spanking of the Florida Panthers. Do we see that kind of game here, or do we see more of a tighter game, like a 2-2 tie, maybe potentially in overtime, like maybe the cup is on the line in overtime? Because we have not had an overtime in the Stanley Cup Final since game number 3 of the Florida Panthers and Vegas Golden Knights series from last year's final. Do we see a potential overtime, or do we expect it to be a little bit more tighter from both ends of the ice?
I mean, I could see an overtime if the Oilers and Panthers keep it really close, maybe a last-minute goal in the third. Yeah, I could see this going to overtime.
I don't really see it going overtime, but that's just my assumption. I could be totally wrong on that.
If there is a Game 7 of this series, we will see you Monday night in Florida. Game number 7, potentially, if the Oilers do win this game here in Edmonton. They are 4-0 in elimination games this postseason. What do you think of that stat? Are the Oilers playing good hockey, or do you feel like they've gotten lucky here in this final?
I think they're playing good hockey.
What do you think, Aaron?
Yeah, I think the Oilers are just trying to do what they can to stay alive and extend the series to Game 7 where they can win it.
So at any moment, we will bring you game number 6 of this series. And we are close to getting to puck drop here. And that lady in the crowd is there. The Stanley Cup lady is there in the crowd. She's there in the crowd. Let me read off some stats I had here on I saw on Twitter. Panthers held a lead for 106 minutes and 29 seconds in games 1 through 3. They did not hold a lead at any point in games 4 through 5. The Panthers are not doing good. The Oilers' Stuart Skinner, when facing elimination in 2024's playoffs, a record of 4-0, goals against 7 goals. He's only allowed 7 goals when facing elimination, 1.75 goals against average, and a .928 save percentage. Do you think Stuart Skinner has to be a driving force in this game for the Oilers to try to send it to a game number 7 of the Stanley Cup Final? Aaron?
Yeah, if Skinner can save, if he can pitch a shutout in this game,
Well, now we're not going to get the
would be
shutout. That's the broadcaster's curse.
very promising win for the Oilers, and hoping Game 7 will go flawlessly in their favor.
Oilers have outscored opponents 27-14 at 5-on-5 when Evan Bouchard is on the ice in the 2024 postseason. That is a crazy stat. And McDavid has 23 points in 12 career games when facing elimination, 8 goals, 15 assists, going 7-5. That is the most points through a player's first 12 career elimination games in NHL history. He's making records here in the Stanley Cup Final.
Wow.
And in his playoff career as well. And Oilers have outscored their own opponent's power play 3-1 in their last 15 games, 3 shorthanded goals scored, 1 power play goal against. As the Oilers' penalty kill has been the story here in this postseason, as they have been really good on the penalty kill. It's insane how good they are in this penalty kill. Because remember last postseason, they were really good on the power play, but they could not kill anything against Vegas. And now they are doing a lot better. I could say Dallas could have done better. I mean, I'm still coping from that loss. 10 shots on goal. I'm a Stars fan, so biased.
I can tell.
And
I remember your previous game.
Yeah, that was not fun. That was not fun to see them lose. So, yeah. Not fun at all. Aaron, we're going to have a score prediction. Stan, you go first. What do you think is going to be the score tonight, and who do you think wins? The Oilers, if the Oilers win, they go to Game 7 in Florida. Florida wins it, they win the Cup. Who do you think wins it, and what's the score going to be at the end? Your prediction.
3-1. 3-1. Oilers win.
All right, Aaron, your score prediction.
What I want would be a 4-2 Panthers win to take the series 4-2, but it's probably not going to happen, so I say 2-1.
2-1 Panthers?
Yep.
All right. I don't know. We haven't had a Game 7 since 2019. It'd be interesting to see a Game 7, and it'd also be interesting, but, I have some biasness. I hate the Oilers sometimes with eliminating my Stars, so I'm going to say this goes into overtime, and the Panthers win it in overtime. 3-2. Okay, I feel like the Oilers have scored a lot of goals. I feel like it dries up here in this game, unless they just score in the first minute and we just bite on our words, I guess you could say. But this is going to be really interesting, guys. I don't think there has been any team that has reverse swept someone in the Stanley Cup Finals since 1942 when the Red Wings got reverse swept by the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah.
Toronto. What are they doing now? Toronto. That was a long time ago. So, is McDavid going to have a good game? That's the question here. You think if McDavid doesn't have a good game, they lose this game, the Oilers? Aaron and Stan, what do you think? If Connor McDavid does not have a good game, what do you think?
I don't think the Oilers are gonna have a good time if he doesn't have a good game. Although, but I think he is gonna have a good game, and I think that the Oilers are gonna win with 3-1.
We'll see if that's the case. Go ahead.
So if McDavid doesn't have a good game, his teammates have been just there in backup if McDavid doesn't perform like he's supposed to. Taking Game 4 as an example, McDavid had most of the points, but his teammates were there to extend the lead and give him hope.
So we'll see what happens here tonight in Edmonton. As we are, they're already doing the intro on the ice in Edmonton right now. And it should be a good one. And we'll be here with all the coverage. Here tonight, I will be your play-by-play man. Aaron and Stan will be your co-commentators of this game.
Yeah.
And this is going to be an interesting one. I say the Panthers win it, and Aaron said Panthers win it. And Stan, you're the only one who said the Oilers are going to force it to a Game 7. Why do you think that?
Because they've just been so consistent, I think. I mean, it's always possible that they're going to screw this one up and there won't be a Game 7. This will be the final game, but I don't know. There's something about it feels like they're going to do a Game 7. I feel like there is going to be a Game 7 for the first time since 2019.
We will see. The last time was, I believe, St. Louis and Boston in the Stanley Cup Final when a Game 7 happened. We will see if that happens here tonight, as the Oilers fans are believing that they can send this to a Game 7, trying to win the whole thing, as we are still approaching a puck drop. How long is this puck drop? Jesus, this is taking forever.
11 minutes left.
Oh, great. This is going to be interesting to see who's going to win this game. And I'm just keep on rambling here because I don't want to go off the air, because this could potentially be the last game. We've been saying that for the last couple of games, but this could potentially be the last game of this year's hockey season. And I guess we could talk about other stuff that's going around along the league. Coyotes. Remember them? The Arizona Coyotes? They just got denied of I think they got denied of their arena rights, I think, to build it in Arizona.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken. And they're trying to sue them. Morello, the owner of the Coyotes, they've lost them apparently now. That's embarrassing, though. How do you play in front of 5,000 fans, though? That's embarrassing. How do you play in a college arena? That should never be in the National Hockey League, ever. And they have moved to Utah. They will be playing next season. And we will see if they could, if the Coyotes can potentially come back here to Arizona. But I highly doubt that because, they're not looking good right now. We're just waiting for puck drop, guys. I'm just trying to drag this on. I don't have my lineups here. I don't have my lineups because the thing I used is not working. The thing I used didn't post the lineups for me, and so that's kind of sad. And right now they're playing the intro in Edmonton. We're close to puck drop. As Nick Cousins will be in the lineup for Kyle Okposo, or Okposo. How do you pronounce that? Okposo or Oposo? I believe it's a Poso. But that's indeed the Florida change for tonight's game. Edmonton, same lineup, but Ryan Nugent-Hopkins took warm-ups with McDavid and Hyman. Warren Fogle was with Draisaitl and Holloway. Nick Cousins will be entering a game here in the playoffs it's been a month since he's played, but he will be thrown in a situation to try to win the Stanley Cup for the Florida Panthers, as they're trying to win it here in Edmonton. And there's another stat that no team has won the Stanley Cup in Edmonton, opposing team. So this will be interesting to see if that stands here. And we're just waiting for puck drop, y'all. Most points in first 12 elimination games in NHL history. McDavid with 23. I said that, I think. 11 points in the 2024 Stanley Cup Final for McDavid. The NHL record for a single Stanley Cup Final is at 13 points by Wayne Gretzky back in 1988 with the Edmonton Oilers. The anthem's about to start here in Edmonton. They're doing their pregame stuff here. And we're going to have all of this coverage here tonight. So we're going to wait here and see if we get the audio here from Edmonton. I'm using the ASL feed. Aaron, what do you think? Who do you think? Which team should try to set the tone in the game? Who do you think needs the first goal in this game?
Can you run that back? I did not hear a single word.
Who do you think needs to get the first goal here in Game 6?
Oh God, either Verhaeghe or McDavid. If Verhaeghe can get the first goal, and Florida's proven that if they strike first, they can go on a run. They've also proven that even in a 1-0 situation in the second period, in Game 2, I think they went on a 4-0 run to end the game.
They were really good, and you said Game 3, right?
Game 2.
Oh, Game 2. Yep, Game 2, they were really good on that. And you're right, Verhaeghe has been quiet in this series, I believe. He only has one goal, I think. And it would be so big if he get a goal here tonight, because the last time he got it, I believe, was in Game number 3. And it'd be big for Florida to get the first goal. They haven't had a lead in 2 games. They haven't had a lead since Game 3, when they had a 4-3 victory over the Edmonton Oilers in Edmonton. They were close to tying it up in Game number 5. Could not. McDavid, the empty netter. And it sealed the deal for Game number 6 here tonight. And the intro is going on here in Edmonton. And we're about to send it over there, as we're going to listen to the national anthems for the Canada and the United States, or for the USA. Most consecutive goals in a Stanley Cup Final NHL history. Edmonton Oilers close with the 1955 Red Wings and the Toronto St. Patrick's of 1922. And they became the 25th team in NHL history to force a Game 6 after facing a 3-0 deficit in any playoff round and second this postseason. Also Carolina in round 2. 9 of the previous 24 clubs also forced a Game number 7. And we should probably have the audio coming in from now, but not yet, because I guess they're waiting, I guess. Sergei Bobrovsky has to have his best game tonight, because if he doesn't, it's not going to be good. It's tense in Edmonton right now. What do you think is going in the players' minds right now, Aaron?
I think they just think it's a must-win game. You got to strike early and keep the lead.
They are tense out there. I know that they are tense out there.
The sound meter hit 113.8 decibels when the Edmonton Oilers took the ice at Rogers Place before Game 6. And right now, let's send it over. Oh, hold on. I got to sync it up with our feed here with the audio, so I'm going to have to wait for that national anthem. As right now, let's send it over to Robert Clark to sing the national anthems.
In a performance of the American and Canadian national anthems, signed tonight by Edmonton resident and deaf performer with PXP, Linda Cundy.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command.
And we're ready in Edmonton for game number 6 of the Stanley Cup Final.
Let's go.
This is going to be tense. And my audio is just... So- Sergei Bobrovsky has allowed 9 goals in the previous 2. We're about to start here, Aaron and Stan. A potential game number 6 or game number 7 could happen if the Oilers do win tonight.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can do that here. That's the question. Can they do it? The million-dollar question is, can the Oilers force it to a game 7, or will the Florida Panthers be the first team in Edmonton to win the Stanley Cup on Edmonton turf ice? Matthew Tkachuk trying to send the tone here. And the puck has dropped here in Edmonton.
What's the world record? Have there ever been like 8 or 9 games?
No, it only goes 7 games. So we have started here. We're around 30 or 25 seconds into the game. And my audio is glitching on the other end, so I apologize for that, the audio from the arena. Oilers try to move it up. Janmark couldn't. Now Janmark moves it in onside. Holds up. Sent it to Brown. Brown holds up. Brown continues to wait. Send it across for Nurse. Offensive pressure for the Oilers. Trying to send it out in front. Back to the point again. Broberg, the shot just missed the net wide. Draisaitl has it again. Draisaitl along the wall. Centered Fogle. That one was blocked in the circle. And the Panthers look to move it up on side. They'll send it in from the center line. We apologize for the audio glitching on our ASL feed. As I'll just mute that for right now. Here come the Oilers moving in. Draisaitl's in. Shot! Save! Rebound still loose. And Bobrovsky has some trouble with that shot. What did you see on that shot, Aaron?
It's just not well placed. You gotta try and deflect it off the defenders.
Bouchard off the boards. Gave it away. But a return pass to Draisaitl. And Draisaitl moves it up. A 3-on-2 developing here for the Oilers. Full goal. Try to give it to Ekholm. That went through the skates of Ekholm and could not go. Holloway couldn't win the puck battle, and the regained possession by Florida. Ekman Larson will send it in from the center line. We're almost 2 minutes into the first period here in Edmonton. Along the wall, taken away. Here comes Bouchard. He broke his stick. That was a weird play there. His stick broke while he handled the puck.
His stick is broken. Oh my goodness.
And here comes Hyman on the right wing. Hyman pressured by Tkachuk. And Ekman Larson will flip it out of the zone. So far, what do you think of the overall tone right now in the game so far, Aaron?
Started off with a bang, or rather with a break.
That one is no icing. And almost given away to the Oilers. McLeod almost took advantage of that. Bobrovsky out to play it. Shots are even at 1. Flipped out of the zone. And that is going for an icing. With 17:22 left to go. So far, what do you think, Aaron, so far?
It's been a really good game. I mean, we've only been in here for 3 minutes, so there's a lot more to come. But Florida with 8 hits. To Edmonton 0.
Wow. That is a crazy stat. No goals for Leon Draisaitl in this series. He only has 2 assists and shifts and 14 shots. I said something else I should have not said. And Florida moves it in. Tkachuk lost the handle. Along the boards, McDavid. McDavid onside. McDavid holds up. McDavid back at the point. Shot from distance deflected. Into the corner it goes. My apologies. The audio is still having some trouble with the ASL feed. And we have a whistle. So far, not much. Paul Maurice is 3-4 this postseason in potential clinching games. Hopefully that doesn't bite him in the butt in this one as they're trying to win the Stanley Cup here. What do you think Paul Maurice's squad needs to do here in this game?
Get the puck in that goal.
Off the face-off, it is one here. Nurse has it. Gave it to Broberg. Broberg along the wall. Sent it deep into the zone there. Along the wall. Gave it up, and here comes Lomberg, and now Cousins. Lomberg was added in game number 5's roster. Bobrovsky almost gave it away. Ekman Larson along the boards. Lomberg now tries to move it up on side. Now they just dump it into the Edmonton zone. Broberg and Stenlund fighting for it along the wall, off the outside of the net now. Cousins back at the point now. Kulikov rimmed it all the way around. Ekman Larson along the boards. Got knocked down. It was a cross-check, and then one of the Oilers got knocked down in the process as well. Cousins forced back for Ekman Larson in his own zone. 4 minutes into game number 6. Florida leads its best-of-7 series 3-2. Here comes Reinhart. Now Barkov along the wall. Reinhart fighting for it still. Still fought for. And it rimmed all the way around. Mikkola along the wall. Still fought for. Mikkola has it again in the corner. Behind the net. Rimmed back to the point now for Verhaeghe. He shoots. Save there. Might have been blocked out in front. Verhaeghe tried to center it, deflected into the corner. Reinhardt along the wall. Barkov backhanded it. Kulak intercepts. 1 point in this series for Carter Verhaeghe. He's only had a goal in game number 1. Kulak now takes it away, regains possession for the Oilers. CC tries to bank it off the boards. He does, and the Oilers move it up. Brown onside. Connor Brown holds up, gave it. And the Oilers still have possession. It's Janmark. Holds up in the slot. Saved by Bobrovsky. And we get a whistle with 14:43 left to go in this first period. So far, what do you think? Who do you think's playing better in this one? If there's anyone playing better. Aaron.
In this game,
Mm-hmm.
I don't really think the Oilers are out shooting, but Florida has more face-offs. So I say pretty equal right now.
It's pretty equal right now.
Me too. I think they're also pretty equal.
Shots are 2-1 Oilers. There's only been 3 shots combined in almost the first 6 minutes of this game. Face-off is won here by the Oilers. Possession here, Perry. And some fans were not liking stuff that happened right off the face-off. I do not know what. Did you see any penalty on that play or at all? Holding on. Oh, Perry got high-sticked. No wonder why. Face-off one here, Ryan. Along the boards, McLeod couldn't get it. And now it's a stretch pass. I apologize. This audio is just messing up right now, and I don't know why. Florida has it along the wall. Shot was blocked out in front. Bang shot, and it went wide of the net. Forsling had the chance. Shot from distance deflected. It was near the crease. Backhanded shot. Wraparound attempt. Ekblad couldn't put it home. What a chance for the Panthers. Lundell pressured along the wall. Tarasenko rims it all the way around. Ekblad holds up. Gives it for Forsling at the blue line. Shot was blocked out in front. Shots are 3-1 Oilers. And someone got danced there in the Oilers zone. Broberg will dump it in from the blue line. We apologize. We don't have audio from the arena right now for game number 6 because the audio is messing up on our end and it keeps buffering. I apologize for that. We'll try to fix that when we get our first commercial break. Sent in from the center line. Rimmed all the way around. And along the wall it's fought for. Came free. A collision behind the net. Ekholm now moves it up. Here come the Oilers. Nugent Hopkins spins. Gives it. Down low. In the corner, Hyman. Back to the point for Bouchard and a save with the pad. Back to the point again. Ekholm to Bouchard at the blue line. Dances his way through. Bouchard shoots, save. Rebound still loose. And Bobrovsky covers it. And the Oilers looking good so far. And a little bit of pushing and shoving after that. So the Oilers had a good chance. And Bouchard also had a good chance. As we're going to go. We're going to go to commercial. We'll be right back. Okay, let's try. Okay, let me go off the air. We'll be right back. We're back in Edmonton, joined alongside Aaron and Sten, and we are prepared for Game 6 right now. The Oilers trying to stay alive. They've gotten chances. What do you think so far of the play so far in the first 7 minutes? Aaron.
Snooze fest.
They got to score. There's a little bit of delay here. They're cleaning up the ice here around the crease. I believe that's Bobrovsky's crease. And they are still cleaning that up. That's why there's a little bit of delay here. The fans are loving it. 13:06 left to go in the first period. No score. And we still have a delay here. There's a sign being held here in Edmonton saying believe. Will that happen here for the Oilers? Will they force it to a game number 7? That's the question. As the face-off, my apologies, I gotta sync it up with my feed as well, guys, so my apologies on that.
It's okay, you're fine.
As Barkov and Draisaitl on the face-off dots. And the face-off is won here and flipped out of the zone, but not out. It was held in along the wall. So the audio is not working. Forsling stretches it up. That might be icing. Is it? I don't think so. It is not. Shots are 4-1 Oilers here in the first period. Around, or more than 8 minutes in. Stolen away. Here come the Oilers. Draisaitl dangles, holds up, gave it across, scores! The Oilers up 1-0 in game number 6. What did you see on that play? Out of nowhere. Aaron, what did you see on that play? That just came out of nowhere, basically.
That was a mess. It was a 3-on-2 breakaway. 2 of them fall down. And Bobrovsky appeared to fall over as well. It's just everyone's toppling over. You can't see the puck. It's just chaos.
Warren Foegele with the goal and a 1-0 lead for the Oilers in an elimination game. Second of the series, third of the playoffs. And the fans are loving it. Face-off is won here by Florida. They're down 1 again. They have not led since game number 3 of this series. The Oilers have a 1-goal lead. Tarasenko along the wall. Tarasenko's shot. There's only one shot for Florida. Is Florida going to choke this Stanley Cup? The cup is in the building right now, and they could potentially be choking this. No icing. It was waved off by the official. By the linesman, my apologies. When scoring first, they're 12-5. The Oilers in the regular season, they're 31-9-3. Turned over again, McDavid just missed. Connor McDavid just missed the net. And I mean just. He barely just missed that. And an icing. 11:47 to go. What do you think's going on here in Edmonton, Aaron? They are just doing great right now.
Yeah, McDavid's putting up a lot of shots, and it's helping the Edmonton offense get developed.
This is, and the crowd is so loud in here in Edmonton as well. And look outside too. Face-off, one here along the wall. There's a whistle with 11:43. The crowd wants a call, and we have a fight in the corner. They're going at it. They're trying to go at it. The official's trying to separate. Nurse going at Ekblad. They're all talking trash. Do you think the Panthers are annoyed right now? They're not. They're almost 9 minutes into this game. They only have one shot on goal. and they have not played their kind of hockey since probably game number 3. Do you think they're annoyed right now, Aaron?
Oh, absolutely.
We're going to have some penalties here. A slashing, and I believe the Panthers are going to the power play. What? Wow. Okay, let's see. Janmark for slashing. Yeah, that's a penalty. You cannot take that penalty. T.S. Janmark goes to the box, and the Panthers to the power play. A slashing call on Janmark. So what do you think Florida needs to do on this power play, Aaron?
Shoot the puck. One shot in 9 minutes is not working out too well for him.
Kachuk, Ekman, Larson, Barkov, Verhaeghe, and Reinhardt out there. And the face-off is won here. Ekman Larson gives it for Verhaeghe. The return pass for Ekman Larson at the point. Holds up, gives it for Verhaeghe in the left circle. Lost the handle, taken away by the Oilers, and they'll flip it out of the zone. So still not working out here for the Panthers. 1 for 16 on the power play this series against the Oilers. In the previous series with Dallas, the Stars did not score a power play goal against the Oilers. Reinhardt rims it all the way around for Verhaeghe along the wall, gives it for Ekman Larson, return pass for Verhaeghe, down low for Reinhardt. Reinhardt behind the net, Reinhardt trying to center it, and is giving back to Verhaeghe, back at the blue line for Ekman Larson. Shot deflected wide of the net, Barkov along the boards, and it's held in by Verhaeghe at the blue line. Holds up, nice move, Verhaeghe, and cleared out of the zone. Stretch pass, Kachuk drops it for Ekman Larson. Ekman Larson holds up. Less than a minute left to go in the power play for the Panthers. Kachuk holds up. Kachuk waits. Across in the middle, Tarasenko was blocked shot. Ekman Larson gives it for Tarasenko, holds up, fires, and stopped there. They got a shot, couldn't go in though. Bennett holds up, gives it across for Tarasenko, behind him momentarily. Tarasenko gives it for Bennett along the wall with 30 seconds to go. Bennett holds up, dropped it off for Ekman Larson at the blue line, juggling and held in. And then Rodriguez handled it, and it's cleared out of the zone. The Oilers fans celebrating. Halfway through the first, they have a 1-0 lead. 15 seconds to go on the power play for the Panthers. Sent in by Ekblad. Rimmed all the way around. Bennett, Rodriguez gives it. Lundell taken down. And Fogle and McLeod sure-handed. Power play expiring. Shot went wide of the net. And we're back to full strength. What did you see that was wrong on that power play for Florida? Aaron.
They turned it over way too many times. It just allowed for clears and shots.
Mikkola rimmed it all the way around, deflected off of Ekblad's skate, and cleared out of the zone. Bouchard at center, gave it across. And now down the middle, McDavid. Cross for Draisaitl, holds up. Back at the point, Bouchard and a save. McDavid had the rebound but fumbled it. Shots are 7-1 Oilers. Now it's 8-1. Holy, this is terrible for Florida. That one goes out of play with 9:02 to go. The Panthers not playing their game. They're down 1-0. It is not their game right now. We'll be right back after this. Warren Fogle, 1-0 Oilers. We're back in Edmonton. I'm joined alongside Stan and Aaron. And Sergei Bobrovsky's allowed 10 goals against in the last 3 games. Stuart Skinner were 4 in the last 3 games. He's done great. Bobrovsky has not. What's the question? How can Bobrovsky get better? That's the question. And we'll see if he can get better. Sent in from center. Rimmed all the way around. Broberg. 8:50 left to go here in the first period. Along the boards, Barkov flipped out of the zone. Mikkola regains possession. Banked it off the boards. Here comes Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe holds up, sends it in from the blue line. Shots are 8-1 Oilers ahead of 1-0 lead here in game number 6.
It's for overtime.
Janmark crossing the blue line, sent it across Broberg, and the shot was fanned on. Mikkola now it is given to Reinhart, who tries to get through. Reinhart, the cross for Barkov. On the right wing, Barkov holds up. Barkov rimmed it all the way around. Ekman Larson, who rimmed it all the way around behind the net. Barkov couldn't handle it, and Vogel will get it and flip it out of the zone. Tarasenko handles the puck. Across. And now it's sent in by Lundell. Skinner out to play it. Gave it away to Lundell. Cleared out of the zone. So a 1-0 lead for the Oilers. Draisaitl knocked it down at center. What do you think so far in this game, Aaron? What do you think the Panthers need to do here? Because they are looking terrible right now.
They need to just get it together and play the way they did in the first 3 games. Like, they need to attack the puck. They need to. I mean, they haven't gotten a penalty, which is really unlike them. And they play really good short-handed, as proved in game 1 and 2. They were 6-4 down, or disadvantaged 6-on-3, and held off by them.
Cousins will send it in from the center line. Lomberg pursuing Bouchard behind the net. Lomberg should watch out there. He could take a penalty. Here come the Oilers. Hyman, Zach Hyman on the right wing, holds up. Drop pass for Bouchard. Holtz waits, shoots, and it off the outside of the net. Might have been blocked out in front, centered it. Nugent Hopkins blocked it away. Back at the point for Ekholm, rimmed it all the way around. McDavid holds up. McDavid spins. McDavid in the slot. McDavid, look how fast he goes. McDavid shoots. It was blocked out in front. Here comes Stenlund, who will send it in from the center line. Bouchard laid a heavy hit on Stenlund. Oh my. Ekholm behind the net. 9-1 shots favoring the Oilers. That's going to be an icing. 6:21 to go. Right now, the Oilers are playing probably one of their best hockey right now. This is even worse than game number 4, Aaron. This is, in game 5, the Florida Panthers had a chance. They were coming back. It was like a failed attempt in they're just not playing their game, Florida. Like, what has happened here for this Florida squad since game number 3? In your opinion, Aaron?
What happened in game 3?
No, what do you think has happened to this Florida squad after game 3? Because they do not look at this like the same squad.
Oh yeah, this is a complete collapse. I don't know what in the heck has happened.
Broberg at the point. Shot deflected and a save by the blocker. Shot off the outside of the net. Pursuing the puck. Rodriguez got it stolen away by Ryan. Down low. Trying to center it. Went over the head of Bobrovsky. And the only shot for the Panthers was 170 feet away. Icing on the Oilers with 5:48 left to go in the first. 1-0. They lead here in game number 6. Nurse is arguing about it with the linesman. And if there's a game 7 necessary, we'll see you Monday night at 7 p.m. Central, 8 Eastern. Shots are 10-1. Oilers, they have a 1-goal lead off a goal by Warren Foegele. Barkov and Henrique, never mind. Barkov got kicked out for Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe will try to win the faceoff here for the Panthers offensive. They need to take advantage of these offensive faceoffs. He does win the faceoff. Verhage along the boards. Pressured along the wall. Reinhardt trying to center it. Got intercepted by Henrique. And then Perry tried to handle the puck. Reinhardt sends it down low for Broberg. And Broberg intercepted that pass. Given away here. Florida has the puck. Possession. Barkov. Henrique stole it away. Behind the net. A little bit of an interference on Reinhardt. Trying to center it. Kulikov has it. Kulikov to Reinhardt. Return pass to Kulikov across for Ekman Larson. Blast! Saved by Stuart Skinner. Held in by Ekman Larson at the blue line. Ekman Larson holds up. Gives it for Verhage. It's out of the zone. A failed pass there, and they do not look like they're in sync right now, the Panthers, at all. 5 minutes to go in the first. Shots are 10-2 in favor of the Oilers. Draisaitl on the right wing. Draisaitl moves it in, sends it to the middle. Shot! And it just missed wide. Painted the glass. Along the boards, it's Fogle. There's McDavid, my apologies. There's a penalty upcoming. A penalty. There's a penalty upcoming on Florida. And a power play for the Oilers.
Wow.
Slashing on one of the Panthers players. And this is the worst start I've ever seen. And it's not looking good for the Panthers here. We'll be right back. A 1-0 lead and a power play for the Oilers. We're back in Edmonton. And a 1-0 deficit for the Panthers. And it's not looking good. Aaron, what's your insight in this game?
I have no words on how poorly Florida's performing right now. 2 shots on goal in 16 minutes.
Is it the Oilers with the one?
They have 1 goal, and it's cleared out. There's a power play here for the Oilers. And,
Looks like my old prediction. It's going well so far. The Oilers have the advantage.
drop pass McDavid. McDavid down the middle. McDavid gets through. McDavid holds up. Got it poked away off his stick. Ekblad. Bouchard, now Nugent Hopkins along the boards. Nugent Hopkins down low for McDavid. McDavid spins. McDavid holding. Gives it. Nugent Hopkins down low. Draisaitl. Now McDavid across for Draisaitl. Bouchard. Now Draisaitl again in the right circle. Gives it for Bouchard at the blue line. A minute 19 left to go on the power play. McDavid down low for Hyman. Back to McDavid on a return pass from Hyman. McDavid across for Draisaitl on the right wing. Draisaitl gives it for McDavid in the right wing circle. Draisaitl holds up near the boards. McDavid at the blue line with a minute left to go on the power play. Bouchard across for Nugent Hopkins in the left circle. Now McDavid gives it for Bouchard. Bouchard across for Draisaitl. Saved by Bobrovsky. Unbelievable. That was a crazy sequence. And my voice almost went out. 3:31 to go. Draisaitl in the right circle had a chance. 6 power play goals for Leon Draisaitl, 5 on one-timers. He has not had one in this series. And the face-off is won here. And Reinhart will clear it all the way down the length of the ice. What do you think is going so far so good for this power play for the Oilers, Aaron?
I mean, it could go either way at this point. 6 seconds left on a power play. You only have about, what, 1 shot? I mean, it's going pretty good for the Panthers defense, but the Oilers have kept everyone out for a really long time.
Along the boards, it's fought for, came free for Nugent Hopkins, who gives it. And now it is cleared out of the zone by Florida. 10 seconds left to go in the power play for the Oilers. Draisaitl sends it cross sides. McLeod on side. No, it's not. They say it was off with 6 seconds to go on the power play. Shots are 11-2, Oilers. 2:43 left to go here in the first period. Sent down the length of the ice. As Broberg will retreat for it. Power play is now over for the Oilers. Here comes Nurse, who sends it in. Kachuk. And now it is Henrique along the boards. Bennett. Now stretch pass for Rodriguez out of the reach. Nurse will get it along the wall. Nice hit there by Rodriguez in the corner. Along the wall, still fought for. Comes free, Janmark. Here come the Oilers. 2:10 left to go in the first period. Ekman Larson. Tried to rim it out of the zone, could not. 2 minutes left to go in the period. Our first intermission report coming up next. Shot was blocked down deep for Bobrovsky, who had opted to play it. Bennett trying to stretch pass it, was just sent it in from the center line. Skinner wouldn't have to play it. Tarasenko rimmed it all the way around for Luostarinen. Behind the net, struggling to get it. Luostarinen with 100 seconds to go in the period. Lundell behind the net. Ceci. And Kulak couldn't get the puck, and now here come the Oilers. Ryan sends it in deep along the corner, rimmed it all the way around, and here come the Panthers. Sent it in from center Lundell. Minimum 18 left to go in the period. Flipped out of the zone. And that's going to be actually an icing here. 1:11 left to go. So far, what do you think, guys? What do y'all think?
Big game's going pretty well so far.
Face-off is won here by the Oilers. It was kind of a struggle there in the face-off dot to get it free. Stolen away almost by Fogle behind the net. 1 minute to go in the first period. 1-0 Oilers turnover. Bouchard sends it across for Ekholm. Ekholm blasts it. Just missed the net wide. Karam to the front of the net. And now Reinhart will try to clear it. And he does not. Ekholm held it in. 45 seconds to go in the period. But it's regathered here by Barkov. Barkov. And it's flipped out of the zone. Went through everyone, and that's going to be an icing. 35.8 left to go. Aaron, thoughts on the game after the Oilers goal or after those power plays?
I'm still optimistic. End of the first period, and it's 1-0. You can easily come back from that. Just don't let up any more goals.
Florida needs to have that mentality. The cup is in the building, to remind y'all.
Yep.
Off the face-off, one here by the Oilers along the wall. Cleared out of the zone. No, it's not. Held in by Nugent Hopkins with 20 seconds left to go. And Barkov Almost got it stolen away by Nugent Hopkins. Could draw a penalty if he can. Did not. Stolen away. That pass couldn't go on the reach for Hyman. Hyman in the corner with 15 to go. Hyman behind the net got angled off. 10 seconds to go. The Oilers trying to get a 2-0 lead here at the buzzer. Behind the net. In the corner. Trying to fish it free. 5 seconds to go. Bouchard needs to shoot it. That deflected just wide of the net and above. That'll end the first. 1-0 Oilers. Nothing Oilers after the first period of play. 2 shots for Florida this period, fewest in any period this season. A worrying statement. We'll be right back with our intermission report. We'll see you.
Yeah.
Welcome into the first intermission report. I'm alongside Stan and Aaron, and we are going to go over that first period, guys. That first period was terrible for the Panthers, but very good for the Oilers. What were y'all's thoughts of that first period?
What a period. Definitely had a lot going for it. But there was only one goal throughout it. But
The only goal
yeah,
that
I
was
could
scored,
tell how desperate they were.
The only goal that was there was Warren Fogle, his third of the postseason. 21 assists for Draisaitl in this postseason. Kulak with his 7th assist of the postseason. 7:27 into the first period. We have a 1-0 lead for the Oilers. There's 2 penalties. Shots were 11-2. All right, Aaron, you want to give your thoughts on that first period?
Well, Florida proved that they're good at face-offs. They took 13 out of 16. But I'm not too sure about this shot ratio. 2-11. Yikes.
It's not good. Panthers went 12 minutes and 34 seconds between shots on goal in the first period, and they only had 2 shots in the period. Is that worrying, or do you think they can rebound in the second period, Aaron?
I'm worried. There's no reason why you only have 2 shots and letting up 11. They just outshot you by quintuple the amount you have, and poor Bobrovsky has nothing to fall back on.
Nothing at all. And we thank you for watching on we've had probably the highest viewers since the Toronto and Boston game number 6. I guess game number 6 are lucky charms, I guess, with our streams. But we thank you for watching, and we're going to continue coverage here as that first period felt like the Oilers were just it felt even at first, but the Oilers were having more shots, but it felt like the Florida Panthers, if they just got going, they would have taken over the period. And then when the Oilers scored that goal, it felt like they just took control of the whole period. What do you think Florida needs to do in this second period to try to diminish that, I guess you could say? Anyone. Because
Me personally, Florida needs to be more aggressive. I know I've said that almost 5 times now, but judging by their stats, it's not very effective.
It is not. The next goal is so crucial in this game, and I feel like, because if Edmonton scores the next goal, this feels like this could be game over already, in my opinion. But if Florida scores and ties it up, we could have a game here again, and Florida could start getting going. What do you think Paul Maurice is trying to say to the locker room right now?
Shoot the puck.
I bet he's really frustrated on multiple counts because he has not won a cup in his coaching career. He went to the final in 2002 with the Carolina Hurricanes, and they lost to Detroit in 5. And then he went to the final last year, and he also lost. And it's just not looking good here at all for these Oilers. And or not Oilers, the Panthers, my apologies. Panthers are playing terrible right now. They are playing one of their worst games ever. And I don't know how you can top game number 4 in worst games, but this is just terrible. Do you really think Edmonton can actually reverse sweep the Panthers after taking a 3-0 series lead?
No.
No? Okay. So Panthers fans are probably worried. Let's see if we can read some Twitter statements, I guess you could say, from fans. Why are Bruins trending on Twitter? When they won the cup today. Or no, they didn't win the cup today. In 2011. Let's see from Florida fans. Yeah. Let's read. Let's read, guys. We always play a horrible first period. Down 1 is all. We're loose. Let's ride. And then someone posted a GIF of someone throwing a chair in anger. That's the mood right now. And what your point was, Aaron, with being physical or aggressive. Someone said, why are the Cats not hitting the Oilers? They are allowing them to score. Hello, Florida Panthers. Are you guys going to play some hockey tonight or what? Ekblad with another embarrassing flop. This team is maddening. And what you previously mentioned with needing aggressiveness is, yeah, people agree on that by the Florida standpoint. It is just so weird to see the Florida Panthers like this, because they were dominant in the first 3 games. We thought the series was going to be a sweep, right? Let's be honest here. We thought that was going to be a sweep. And then the Oilers have just, ever since that 8-1 win, they are playing their hockey right now. They are playing their best hockey right now. And Florida is not getting the best of it right now. And they're getting it at the worst time because the Panthers need to try to get back in this game. But this is just terrible. What are your thoughts going into the second, y'all?
I think that the Oilers are going to stay in the lead.
And we just got word that Rafi Torres is in the house. A former Oiler. And Aaron, what do you think? Your thoughts going into the second period here?
Personally, I'm hoping it can be a repeat of Game 2. The Panthers tied it up in the second period and scored 3 in the third to close out.
Let's see if that does happen here. And we'll just take a short break. And do y'all guys want to take a break or you want to continue on? Is there any points you want to take here about Florida or frustrations? Anything before we go to commercial? Maybe?
I don't have any.
Aaron, do you have anything? Is there anything you just want to say before we go to commercial and basically probably wait till we go to puck drop at the second? We still got like 6 minutes. Go ahead.
It's Verhagen time.
Aaron, any thoughts before we go to commercial? Nothing, okay. Let's read off some stats here. 16 hits to 7 favoring the Panthers. 5 for the block shots favoring the Oilers. 7 giveaways by the Oilers to 4 giveaways to the Panthers. 7 takeaways by the Oilers and 2 takeaways by the Panthers. Florida leads the series 3-2. If there is a Game 7, we'll see you Monday night in Florida on June 24th. It's going to be crazy. And I'm going to ask the blockbuster $1,000,000 question. Do we see the Stanley Cup being raised here tonight by Florida, Aaron and Stan?
Yes.
So you say Florida wins it.
No.
Aaron, what are your thoughts? Do you think we see the Stanley Cup here tonight?
Oh, I was in the bathroom. What did you say?
We're still on the air.
I know. I just got back.
Oh. What are your thoughts going into the second?
I'm scared. I'm nervous. I don't want to see a complete blowout again. I can't hold the Game 7.
Are you a Florida fan? That's my question.
Yep.
Oh.
Have been since 2017.
I've been a Stars fan since 2014. We've gone to 2 Western Conference Finals appearances. Okay, let me ask your thoughts. Do you think Dallas would have put a better fight against y'all, or do you think the Oilers are putting a better fight against y'all?
Oilers are 100% putting up a better fight.
I think Florida is going to.
It would have been nice to see the Dallas Stars in the Stanley Cup final. That's my friend's favorite team. It would have been really fun, but it just didn't happen.
Yeah, 10 shots on goal, and they somehow won. That makes me so frustrated. That makes me so annoyed, because I'm a Stars fan. I am a Stars fan.
I think that Florida is going to find themselves underwater in 100 years.
What? So, do we see the Stanley Cup being lifted here tonight, Aaron? Yeah, with no bias at all.
No.
All right. So we think we see a Game 7.
Yes.
All right. So we'll be right back. We're 3 minutes away from the second period. We'll be right back after these commercial breaks or a little break. We'll be back anyways.
We will see you later.
We're back in Edmonton for period number 2. And what are our thoughts going into the second period, y'all? Excuse
That was a good thought.
That's my thought, yep. That's my thought, yep.
Yep. And
Counter thought.
okay, I got a better thought. Counter the thought of the original thought. I don't know. Yeah, but this is just looking terrible for Edmonton in this period, or not Edmonton, Florida. I keep mixing the names up. That's getting me annoyed. And the second period has started here in Edmonton. I just keep saying Edmonton. It's just Edmonton. It's getting annoying.
Will Edmonton also be underwater in 100 years?
Who knows? The Oilers have a 1-0 lead. Team to score first, won 4 of the 5 games to win the series. I don't know what that said. Shot there 11-2. Oilers. Brown in the corner in the own zone. Ekholm clears it out of the zone. Stretch pass for Janmark. Janmark across. Shot. Scores!
Oh my gosh, another score!
Adam Henrique. And a 2-0 lead for the Oilers.
It's going just like my prediction. They're They're too ahead. My prediction had the Oilers being too ahead.
So 46 seconds in, the Oilers have a 2-goal lead.
Ready Stoyer.
Adam Henrique.
I'm not joking. I am not joking around, dude. Holy.
So 12 shots on goal for the Oilers, 2 for the Panthers. Centering pass, what a safe score! A response! And a 2-1 game. The Panthers are on the board. They score 10 seconds after the Oilers goal, and they've made it a 2-1 game. Alexander Barkov.
There's going to be one more Oilers. There is going to be one more Oilers score, and that's going to be it.
No, don't say that.
It was a flawless prediction. But what a save initially by Stuart Skinner. Offside.
Oh, they're challenging who's offside.
That was my grand.
The call stands.
Go!
Barkov.
If I get it
Look
right,
at the watch party in
get
Florida. Alexander
The
Barkov.
challenge failed.
8th goal of the playoffs. I believe they're challenging. No, they're not going to challenge it. Are they going to challenge this?
They did challenge the offside, but it didn't work. They failed miserably.
They are challenging it. So, an Edmonton challenge, and if this goes right, the goal comes off the board. What do you think? Was that offside? No, that's not offside. I think that's onside. From the angle we're seeing, yeah, what do you think? That looks onside.
Oh no, that's not offside. What in the hell?
Yeah, that's onside. This goal's gonna stand, in my opinion.
His foot isn't over until the puck's over. It's on. It's onside.
Reinhardt's still onside. The puck crossed the line while Reinhardt was still on the line. That's a goal.
Yeah, that should be. The call does stand. As per real sports.
Yep, that should be good. I think they might just get this goal rid of. I don't know. That's a tough one. From one angle, it looks like it. And the other one, it doesn't. And it's just the parallax view.
If any part is over the line, if it's on the line, it has to be on.
So the Situation Room in Toronto is reviewing it. GMs, owners watching from their screens in their press boxes. Coach's challenge.
People who own General Motors are watching this game.
And the crowd here in Edmonton is chanting offside. And they're saying no goal in the crowd. I don't know. What do you think? Is that offside?
Oh my god, they took it off. They took it off.
Did they?
Yep, they took it
Oh
off.
my goodness. Well, our feet's a little bit ahead. That's why I'm like, wait, what? We're gonna get official word. Hold on, guys. Oh my. They are done reviewing it. Let's hear from the official.
After video review at 19:09, the play was offside, no goal.
No goal. And the goal does not count. That is painful. And Florida is still scoring this. Paul Maurice is yelling right now. He is livid on the bench.
He's going crazy out there.
So 51 seconds in, a challenge, and it doesn't go the Florida Panthers' way. Paul Maurice is yelling
He's about
at
to
the
whack
official.
somebody with a stick.
Do you see this? Paul Maurice is yelling at the official right now. Holy. My goodness. McDavid. The faceoff got won by McDavid against Lundell. Ekholm will flip it into the zone. Ekman Larson has it. So a minute in, we have a 2-0 lead for the Oilers. Was 2-1, but the goal came off for Florida. 5 wins when trailing after first. Tied NHL record this postseason. Hyman. Shot. Blocked out in front. Cleared out. Tarasenko sends it in from the center line. Oilers have the puck. Here they move it up on the rush. McDavid's on the right wing. Got poked away on the side. Held in though. And poked out of the zone by Lustarini. Sent back in. To the corner, a minute and 40 into the second period. Shots at 12-2 in favor of the Oilers. Stretch pass is connected by Verhaeghe. In the corner it goes. Kulak has the puck. Kulak gets it across for Nugent Hopkins, who sends it into the zone. Bobrovsky out to play it. Turned over. Bad giveaway. Centering pass by Draisaitl could not go. Here comes Verhaeghe on the right wing. Verhaeghe holds up. Verhaeghe in the slot. Shot! What a save, Stuart Skinner! 17:49 left to go. Good chance there.
Wow.
And what were your thoughts on that offside call, Aaron?
I mean, it was a good call. It was really close. You can't blame him.
I don't think Paul Maurice has seen the angle where it looked offside, so I think that's why he's still yelling on the bench. But I'd be frustrated too. They have not played their hockey. They have not played their kind of hockey here. Face-off is won here by the Oilers. They'll flip it out of the zone, clear all the way down, off the boards, near the benches, at center, stolen away. Here come the Panthers, moving in. Rodriguez holds up. Rodriguez has it, rimmed it all the way around behind the net. Someone got tripped up behind the net. Don't know who. I believe it was Chuck. Held him in along the wall. Still fought for. Still in the Oilers zone. And Montour, my apologies, couldn't hold it in. Bennett. Rodriguez now onside. Rodriguez on the right wing. Rodriguez across at the point. Rimmed all the way around. Kulikov. Montour rimmed it all the way around behind the net. Kachuk trying to center it. Kachuk. Now to Montour at the blue line. At the point. Now to Bennett. Bennett shot. Gloved. And a little bit of pushing and shoving by Lomberg and Nurse in front of the net. What do you think so far in the first 3 minutes here? 3:05 into the second period here. Guys, what do you think so far? Oh my.
Cannot believe it. Can't believe this happened.
Aaron, what do you think?
Sikara.
What do you think so far in the period? A penalty on Kachuk and Janmark. We're going to play some 4-on-4 hockey. I believe so. So there's penalties called on Kachuk and Janmark here. 3:05 into the second. Aaron, what are your thoughts so far?
We probably should score soon.
So there's going to be
I still predict that there's only going to be one more goal this game, and it's going to be the Oilers.
So it's 4-on-4, Kachuk and Janmark in the boxes. And we're going to play some 4-on-4 hockey. So let's hope this opens up room for the Panthers. They've only had 3 shots on goal. Can they get some shots and maybe a goal here on this 4-on-4 where the Oilers get a 3-0 lead? We will see. And off the face-off one here, Ekblad blast was blocked. To the corner it goes. Behind the net, Barkov centered, bouncing puck out of the zone. Oilers have the puck, 4-on-4 hockey. 4 skaters on each side. Hyman holds up. Gets it for Draisaitl in the corner. Draisaitl still has the puck. Draisaitl holds up. Draisaitl at the blue line. Draisaitl, shot, save, rebound. Still loose in the crease. Ekblad across ice for Barkov. Now return pass for Reinhardt on the left wing. Shot, missed the net wide. A minute and 10 left to go on the 4-on-4. Rimmed all the way around. Ekman Larson rimmed it all the way around behind the net. Barkov now Reinhardt. Reinhardt holds up, fires, was blocked out in front. Bouchard and now McDavid. McDavid bursts in. McDavid, the move, got tripped up. No call. What did you think on that missed call, Aaron? Do you think that should have been a penalty?
I don't think so.
Montour, shot, glove, covered. 15:37 to go in the second. Shots are 13-4 in favor of the Oilers. Only 4 shots though. This is terrible. 1,848 career regular season games coached by Paul Maurice. The longest without a cup. He's trying to get a cup here with Florida, but it's not looking so bright here. As a 2-0 lead for the Oilers. Knobloch in his first season after taking over Jay Woodcroft's job. Made it like in the beginning of the season, like a month or two in, and he's led this team to the Stanley Cup final. It's unbelievable. It's a story of the National Hockey. Verhaeghe behind the net. Verhaeghe trying to center it. Verhaeghe on his backhand. Let it go. Forcing the shot. Deflected wide of the net.
Whoa.
Held in.
It's
Ekblad up in the air. Where was the puck? Broberg has it behind the net. Broberg leaves it for Nurse with 20 seconds to go on the 4-on-4. Clear it out. Will it be an icing? Yes, it will. 15:11 left to go. 16 seconds left to go on the on the 4-on-4. Thoughts on the game so far, guys? Aaron, any thoughts at all? Not looking good, huh?
It's not.
Face-off is one
Ain't
here.
looking good for Florida. For Verhaeghe presents Florida.
Into the corner. Bennett has it. Down low. Into the corner goes Mikkola. Holds up, gives it a cross. 4-on-4 is over. Deflected pass out of the zone. Stretch pass, onside, no it's not. 14:42 left to go, second period. (13-4), the shots favoring the Oilers. Panthers need some offense here, and quickly, if they want to come back in this 2-goal deficit. This is just outrageous how bad Panthers are playing right now. Face-off one here by the Oilers.
Yeah.
Sent across for Kulak. Cross, return pass. It's sent in. Behind the net. Along the wall. Perry. In the corner, still McLeod. Perry in the corner still. Perry in the offensive zone for the Oilers. Back at the point. Couldn't handle it. That was a bad pass. And Cousins race for the puck. Cloud. Held in. Along the wall. Still fought for. Comes free for Kulak. 6 minutes have passed here in the second. 2-0 lead for the Oilers. Brown was pressured. He goes back into his own zone between the circles. Now Kulak has the puck and he flips it out of his zone. Shots are still 13-4. Favoring the Oilers. Here's Barkov. Backhands it into the zone. CC will limit all the way around. Held in at the blue line. Shot from distance was blocked. And here come the Oilers in the on-man rush. Yeah, Mark, and that's offside. 13:31 left to go in the second period. 2-0 Oilers. On a goal by Adam Henrique. We'll be back with more after this. We're back in Edmonton, joined alongside Aaron and Stan. Aaron, thoughts on the game so far from a Florida standpoint, and thoughts for Oilers on this Oilers standpoint?
For Oilers fans, I don't know, man. This is iffy.
Panthers fans? What's the Panthers standpoint in this? No,
Cry.
no shots by forwards in the game for Florida. That's unbelievable. Bouchard has it in his own zone. Gave it across for Ekholm. Ekholm blasts it into the zone from the center line. Rimmed it all the way around behind the net. Montour almost gave it up out in front. He did get it up in front. McDavid back to the point. Ekholm. Ekholm holds up. Waits. Shot was blocked. And Lusterinen. And now it's Draisaitl with the puck. 7 minutes into the second period. Draisaitl got taken down in front of the net. Montour. Now Lusterinen trying to clear it. Oilers held it in. Now the Panthers move it up. Deflected at center. Stolen away almost by Holloway. Tarasenko's onside. Across for Lusterinen. Lusterinen on the right wing. Rimmed it all the way around behind the net for Tarasenko. Now in the corner for Barkov. Barkov back to the point again. Sends it across for Ekblad. Holds up. Fires wide of the net. Deflected wide. And it's held in again. Shot from distance. Gloved by Skinner. And a whistle. Early whistle. Skinner wanted to play it, but the whistle goes. Aaron, what do you think the Oilers are doing right in this game? What do you think the Panthers are not doing right?
The Oilers are just playing the puck efficiently. That's all they're doing. They're getting by the Florida defense. And what Florida needs to do is play defense and get the puck and shoot.
Because they only have 4 shots on goal. Is that embarrassing or what? Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final, you can win the cup here at home. Or not at home, but on the road. End them before it goes to a Game 7. 5 shots, my apologies, but there's no difference. 5, 4, 3. That's been the trend here. They have not played good in Edmonton at all. Except for Game 3. Game 3, they were playing a great game. Forsling. 0 shots by forwards by Florida. It's all been by defensemen. Stolen away. Janmark behind the net. Trying to center it. Janmark has it again. Back at the point. Rimmed all the way around by Broberg. 8 minutes have passed here in the second period. Barkov now. Ekblad. Gave it across. Return pass by Ekblad from, I believe, Rodriguez. Reinhardt intercepted that one. That shot just missing it wide. Mikkola. Bennett couldn't get it. Mikkola. Now Bennett couldn't get it from Nurse. Centering pass. No one was there in white. Nugent Hopkins will reverse it. Mikkola pressuring him. And now it's Rodriguez. Rodriguez across. Centering pass was blocked. Tkachuk just shot it wide. Tkachuk again off the shoulder of Skinner. And held in. Florida needs one of these shifts to try to get some offense going, and they turn it over instead. Here come the Oilers. Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins. The shot was blocked. Down low for McDavid in the corner. Behind the net. Bennett. Held in again. McDavid centered. No one was there. Cleared out the zone by Florida. Rodriguez across for Tkachuk. Rodriguez behind the net. They're shifting out lines here, and there's a whistle. Might have went out of play. 10:38 left to go in the second. We're punching the halfway point of the game and a 2-goal lead. Aaron, I remember you did say before this game started that you could potentially see like a late period goal by any team here to try to come back in the game. Do you think that could potentially happen for Florida's sake?
Florida's going to need a period 2 goal if they want a chance at this game.
And they got to make sure they don't get any goals beyond this point to try to come back. because they basically got 30 minutes and 38 seconds of leading this series. And if they don't score or win this game, it will go to Game 7 on Monday. It's unbelievable how hockey works here. Face-off is won here. Ekman Larson at the blue line. Shot, save, rebound. Oh, wow! Did he stop that one? It might have deflected wide. He might have just shot it wide, but unbelievable stop by Stuart Skinner. What a save. Mikala, the stretch pass, deflected it into the zone. Did you see that stop? Stenlund pressured. Cousins, Stenlund. Fighting for it along the roll. Draisaitl fished it free for Perry, who flips it out of the zone. And Ekblad retreats it halfway through period number 2 and halfway through the game. Ekblad and Verhey got knocked down by Corey Perry. Sent deep into the zone from the blue line. Florida has it. Now it's taken away Kulak. And Stuart Skinner went out to play it. Down the middle, Cece will just dump it into the zone. Shots are 13-6, favoring the Oilers. Holloway's shot was blocked, deflected into the corner. Fogle trying to center it off the outside of the net. Reinhart behind the net. Now Ekblad, now Forsling. One of the Oilers went down behind the net. And now Nurse with the puck. Do you think Florida needs offense here in the last 9 minutes, Aaron? Reinhart down low. Oh, penalty upcoming. Will that be a penalty shot? Will it be a penalty shot?
Oh my God.
Oh my.
It will be.
Did you see that, Aaron? Wow. That was a great chance by Florida right there. Do you think it's going to be a penalty shot? No, they're going to call a penalty. Just a penalty. Power play.
Oh, we said at the beginning they gotta try their best to not get power plays.
So a Florida power play. Barkov got taken down by McDavid, and the Panthers are trying to get back in it. We'll be back. We're back in Edmonton, joined alongside Aaron and Stan. And we have a power play here for Florida. Aaron, what do we think we're going to expect here on this second power play for the Panthers of the night?
Hopefully a shot.
Hopefully they do
Really
get a
nice.
shot. It'd be nicer if they get a goal, because they are down 2, and it could really help them and maybe get that offense going. Face-off is won here, and the Oilers trying to get it out along the wall. They do. Clear it out from the center line. 0 for 1 in the power play. They've allowed 2 shorthanded goals in the series. McDavid's in the box. It feels like the first time I've seen McDavid in the box in a while.
Hey, would you look at that? We got a shot.
Reinhart has the puck. Reinhart gives it for Ekman Larson, who stretches it up for Barkov. Across for Reinhart. Nice passing, but poked away out of his own. Ekman Larson. Moves it through center. Give it across for Verhaeghe. Carter Verhaeghe on the left wing. Carter Verhaeghe tried to take a shot. He was angled off. Kachuk, now Carter Verhaeghe. Back at the point for Ekman Larson. Ekman Larson across for Barkov. Barkov holds up. Down low in front of the net. Scrambling, trying to get the puck, whacking at it. It's cleared to the blue line, not out. Ekman Larson across for Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe shot and a save. Might have been blocked out in front. And the Oilers clear it. Unbelievable. Ekman Larson drops it off for Bennett. Bennett through the middle. Bennett couldn't get that pass for Tarasenko. Bennett behind the net. Game number 6 of the Stanley Cup Final. Florida leads it 3-2. Potentially have a Game 7 in Florida as the Oilers clear down on the end of the ice again. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Montour will send it in from the center line. Rimmed it all the way around. Tarasenko behind the net. Rimmed it all the way around to Lundell. Across Montour. Return pass for Lundell. Lundell shot. Save! By Stuart Skinner. With 6 seconds to go on the power play. So thoughts on that power play? Was it at least a little bit better than the second one? Or in the first one, my apologies. Or was it as bad, in your opinion, Aaron?
This sucks, dude. We just got 4 shots in like 20 seconds, and none of them went in.
Forsling, shot deflected wide. Cousins in front, scramble, and it's cleared out of the zone. Florida sends it in. They're trying to get some shots on goal. They are starting to do some. In the corner, fought for along the wall. They're trying to get within one, Florida, to try to win the cup. Stolen away, Stenlund. Stenlund on the right, on the left wing, and McDavid clears it out. McDavid pokes it to the Florida zone. Ekblad backhands it out of the zone. And now the Panthers move it up. Luostarinen across. Cousins, Nick Cousins, the addition to the lineup for the Florida Panthers. Luostarinen in the corner. Pressured. Back at the blue line. Barkov onside, no. 6:16 left to go. Mikkola letting out his emotions right now, one of the Oilers. The shots are now 13-10. What happened to the 4 shots Florida had? Now they're getting some offense here. In your opinion, what do you think in your opinion? Do you think they just need to continue on that, try to get a goal?
Honestly, at this point, just keep chucking up shots. One of them has to go in.
Stuart Skinner is not invincible. He is shown to have cracks in this playoff run for the Oilers. He was pulled in the Canucks series. We had a Canucks fan in here. He said, Mark Smith said, aha, good. Nucks fan here, forced Game 7. I'm surprised because the Canucks eliminated the Oilers. The Oilers eliminated the Canucks. Shots are 8-2 Florida in this period. There's an icing here on the Oilers, but the Panthers have had the majority of shots here. Only 2 shots for the Oilers in this period, and they got 1 in. Is it Bobrovsky that's the problem, or no? Do you think Bobrovsky's the problem here because he allowed a goal on 2 shots in this second period? Or do you think it's...
Well, the offense has actually been doing something now.
They're starting to turn up the heat. They need to get a goal fast, though. I feel like they need to get a goal here in the later half of the second period, or else it could be tougher on them with only 20 to go. Mikkola between the circles, sent it across. Montour, the stretch pass, deflected into the zone, off the outside of the net. Bouchard. Drop pass, now returned for Nugent Hopkins. Ryan Nugent Hopkins holds up, shot by the left wing, went wide of the net. Poked away. Janmark trying to get it. Covered by Bobrovsky. That was a weird play, but it worked out for the Oilers. Look at an offensive face-off and a little bit of pushing and shoving right after that behind the net. A 2-0 lead for the Oilers. We'll be back. We're back in Edmonton, joined alongside Aaron and Stan. 2-0 Oilers. And if a Game 7 is necessary, it'll be on Monday night at 8 Eastern in Florida. Playoff history. Teams are 206 wins and 4 losses when lead series 3-0. Florida led this series 3-0, and they're almost 25 minutes and 37 seconds away from blowing that 3-0 series lead and going to a Game 7. The last Canadian team to win the Cup was 1993, a chance, and it went out of play. Ekholm. 1993 Montreal Canadiens when they beat the Kings in 5. It's been a long time since the Canadian team has won the Cup. Coincidentally, the last time the Canadian team has ever won a Cup was when it was first year of commissioner for Gary Bettman. There has not been a Cup win ever since Gary Bettman took over. Shot! Blockered away. Along the boards. Hyman gave it off for McDavid. Back at the point. Ekholm across. Bouchard, the shot, deflected just wide. McDavid, and now the Panthers move it up. With 5:10 to go, they need to get a goal here fast, in my opinion. Kachuk pursuing the puck. Ekholm. Now Bouchard. Now McDavid. Poked away. If someone was there, that would have been a great chance for Florida. Verhaeghe. Sent it across. Bennett rimmed it all the way around. Deflected to the blue line and out. 4:45 to go in the second. 2-0 Oilers. Been low scoring in this one. Kulikov across. Return pass from Kulikov. Barkov sends it in. Barkov 2-on-1. Barkov shot and a save. Verhaeghe. Cousins behind the net, now rimmed it all the way around. And Ekman Larson lost it. Ekman Larson sends it. Barkov. And now the Oilers take it away. Here comes Leon Draisaitl onside. Leon Draisaitl holds up, deflected Verhaeghe, and sent back into the zone. Off the boards, 4 minutes to go. Deflected into the zone. The Oilers sent it into the Florida zone. Lomberg will flip it out to center. Sent back in by the Oilers. Bobrovsky out to play it. Mikkola across. Sent back at center. At the center logo. Here come the Panthers onside. Cousins centered. It was there for the taking. Could not go. Lomberg with a centering pass, I believe. He's parked in front of the net. 5-time Stanley Cup champs, the Edmonton Oilers, back in the dynasty in the 80s. And they last won in 1990. McLeod leaves it. Perry behind the net for McLeod. McLeod centered shot. Henrique, and he just missed it wide. Unbelievable. And our audio is not in sync. My apologies. I guess the ASO feed just decided to be weird again with not matching the audio to the footage again. And an icing with 2:49 to go. So, thoughts on the game so far?
Has there been another score? Guys, it doesn't sound like it.
Nothing yet. 2:49 to go. Second period. Edmonton leads it 2-0.
Still seems like my prediction's gonna come true.
Aaron, any thoughts? 2:49 to go in the second. Face-off is won here by the Oilers. And it's held in by Florida. We apologize for the audio being out of sync. We'll just mute it for right now at the moment. And with 2:38 left to go in the second period. Henrique and now Lundell rimmed it all the way for Ekman Larson. 2:30 left to go in the second period. Deflected into the zone. Tarasenko with the puck along the boards. Lusterinen sent it deep into the Oilers zone. Henrique pursuing. Ekman Larson clearing. Was that too many men on the Oilers? No, it wasn't. Tripping. And was that a penalty? No, they didn't call a penalty at all. What do you think on that missed call, Aaron?
Now that's going to lead to something very bad in 20 seconds.
We'll see.
Yes.
Bennett sends it back to the point now.
Specifically at
Forsling shot,
141.
and it went back to the point. Forsling, the shot was blocked. Here come the Oilers, a breakaway. Moving on in. He scores! Zach Hyman, and a 3-0 lead for the Oilers.
They got the 3 just like I said.
And with 1:40 to go, the Oilers have a 3-goal lead. Wow. Wow. What did you see on that play? And the Oilers up 3-0. Wow. Holloway is onside. Holloway sent it across. That chance in front of the net. And it's at center. Holloway. 1:10 left to go. Second period. Seconds to go. Along the boards, Lundell. Onside, sent to the cross. Tarasenko. Behind the net, Lundell with 30 seconds to go. 27 seconds to go. Almost too many men there. 15 seconds to go in the period. Oilers up 3-0. Onside Florida. Lusterinen. Turned it all the way around. And that ends the period. A 3-0 lead for the Edmonton Oilers going into the third. And a period away from Game 7. Wow. We'll see you on our second intermission report coming up next. 3-0 Oilers. They score a last-minute goal. We're back. A 3-0 lead for the Edmonton Oilers. And they are 20 minutes away from forcing game number 7 of this Stanley Cup final. For the first time, a game 7 could happen. Oh, my script could work. Holy. You know what I just thought, Aaron?
Oh, the down 3 thing, and they sell it. Yeah, but it's not gonna happen because Florida, they can't finish anything.
Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? The Ducks were terrible in that game too, and then they just exploded with offense. Who knows if that happens?
I don't think they were the away team though.
No, they weren't. They were the home team. But I mean, no one expected them to score 3 goals in 3 minutes. I think that was with the empty net. But yeah, it shut up the crowd in Edmonton. But let's go over the second period scoring. Adam Henrique with his 4th of the playoffs. 2-0 Oilers 46 seconds in. And then a disallowed goal. What do you think about that disallowed goal by, I believe, was Verhaeghe? The Florida disallowed goal because it was offside. What do you think on that?
I didn't like it. It was the right call. They made it, and it was a good call, but I don't like it.
Any thoughts out of that period?
We're going to need to step it up in Game 7.
This is looking like it's going to go to a Game 7 unless Edmonton pulls a 2017 Ducks versus Oilers game number 5. I mean, Corey Perry is on Edmonton, not on Florida. But if he was on Florida, it's set up for the perfect meme, I guess you could say. Florida got 11 shots in that period. Edmonton with only 4. They score on 2 of those shots. Is Bobrovsky the problem, or is it the defense?
I think it's the defense.
I mean, man, 4 shots. If Florida scores on any of those shots before Edmonton gets even 1, this game could be tight. Goals off rushes for the Edmonton Oilers. All 3 goals tonight have been off the rush. There's not been sustained offensive zone time here for the Oilers basically in this game. It's been off the rush. Foegele, Henrique, and Hyman are the goal scorers. Henrique with his 4th. Hyman with his 16th goal of this postseason, which is unbelievable. If that's a real stat. I can't believe that's a real stat at all. Zach Hyman gets the most goals in a single postseason by an active player, as he surpassed Alexander Ovechkin and Sidney Crosby from 2018 and from 2009. Because Crosby and Ovechkin were tied at 15. Hyman was too, but he got that breaking goal, I guess. It took the Panthers 31 minutes and 55 seconds of the Game 6 to get their first shot on goal by a forward. What do you even think about that stat? That's just an embarrassing stat right there. 31 minutes and 55 seconds into Game 6 to get their first shot on goal by a forward. Like, these stats look like they're made up. 3 out of the 4 goals in the 2024 Stanley Cup playoffs have been nullified by offside review. 2 of those wiped out goals were by the Panthers. This is, wow. That first period, 15 controlled entries by the Oilers, 3 by the Panthers in that first. And it's looking bad here. This is looking really, really bad. Aaron, I know why you're losing. I know why they're losing. You want to know why they're losing?
Sure.
The Oiler lady is there. The Oilers lady is there with Paul Bissonnette with spitting chiclets. I think that's why y'all losing, because every time she's there, they've won. I think everyone knows who the Oilers lady is.
Yeah.
So we had 3 penalties in that second period. 29 of 15, the hits favoring Florida. It hasn't felt like they've been hitting much in this game. 13 block shots for the Oilers, 9 by the Panthers, 11 to 10 the giveaways favoring the Oilers, 12 to 3 the takeaways favoring the Oilers. 0 for 2 on the power play are the Panthers, 0 for 1 on the power play of the Oilers, 52.8% favoring the Oilers in faceoffs, 47.2% by the Panthers. And shots are 15 to 13, and the Panthers are down by 3. And the cup is in the building. I don't think it's going to be shown up here tonight. We will see. We'll take our first break of this intermission report. We'll be back on more after this. We're back in the intermission report, and a 3-0 lead for the Edmonton Oilers.
Oh my gosh.
The playoff series
So
here.
far.
This is the recap. 3-0 Florida, 4-1 Florida, 4-3 Florida. Ever since Game 3, they have not won a game. They have not won a game since June 13th. It's been a week since the Florida Panthers have won a game.
Wow.
If they don't win here, there'll be a Game 7 in Florida, and all the pressure's on Florida. And Edmonton is just cruising their way to the finish line. Do we see Florida even making a comeback or an attempt to come back here, guys? Aaron or Stan, you'd like to go first or not?
No.
No, I don't think that that's going to happen. I think that I think they're going to win. I don't think Florida has a chance.
Now your turn, Aaron.
I don't think it's happening.
You know, I like some good hockey, so I'm going to say it's happened because I'm delusional, and I like to see some entertaining hockey. I want to see the Oilers blow it because it'd be funny, and then I could text my friend, and I could say, yeah, I really blew a 3-0 lead.
Yeah. Man.
So if a Game 7's necessary, it would be on Monday night. The Panthers would be hosting the game. Regardless of how the series goes, this will be the last game here in Edmonton of the series. And a 3-goal lead for the Oilers on goals by Fogle, Henrique, and Zach Hyman. Florida trying to make a comeback in game number 6, or else the cup is going back to Florida, and a chance for both teams to win the Stanley Cup in Florida. Any thoughts before we go to another break sort of thing? What do we see here in this third period? Do we see Florida attempt to try to make a comeback? Do we see them just give up and just plan for Game 7? Do you think? Give your honest thoughts. Give your honest thoughts right now.
I still think that they're going to try. I think that they're going to try to, but I don't think they're going to be able to do anything. I think they'll get one goal in, and then they'll end with 3-1. And yeah, I think that's about it. And I'm probably going to get going, actually. I'm actually starting to fall asleep.
No, your turns, Aaron.
Yeah, they'll try and come back. I don't think it's gonna they might get one and get another lucky shot, but I don't see them tying it up. It's not gonna happen. Like they might get like 4 or 5 shots in this period. It's not looking good.
It is not looking good, and basically we should probably be talking about a Game 7 right now. What do we see in a Game 7, guys?
That's going to be real interesting. I actually see the Oilers getting beaten in a Game 7.
So basically 2006, Oilers were down 3-1 in that series, and then they forced a Game 7 in Raleigh. Oh, they did lose on the road. Oh, Florida fans, you have something to look forward to if the Oilers don't win Game 7.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Florida.
And I will see you guys later.
All right, Aaron.
Huh? Oh, Game 7.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where'd he go?
I think he left because he's getting tired or whatever.
Okay. For Game 7, it just depends on whether Bobrovsky and the defense actually wake up and do something about what is happening right now. Maybe they'll take the time to learn what's happening and what their game plan is. But right now, 4 goals in 3 games in a series that can decide the next few years of your team, it's not looking so good.
Well, we will see if Florida could come back here, or we're going to go to a Game 7. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with the third. We are back in Edmonton, joined alongside Aaron, and the third period's about to start here. It's either going to be a funeral for the next 20 minutes, or the Panthers will try to come back from this deficit. See what happens here, and what you said in the intermission probably still applies here. And the third period has started. Along the wall, Bennett. Shot blocked. Tkachuk lifted out of the zone. Ekholm at center. Stolen away. Ekholm has it again. Bouchard. Ekholm has it still. Gave it and put it into the zone, deep into the zone. Icing on the Oilers, or no, the Panthers, my apologies, with 19:28 left to go in the third period. 3-0 Oilers. Florida shots on goal tonight. Matthew Tkachuk has 0. Verhaeghe has 1. Sam Bennett has 0. Reinhart has 0. Evan Rodriguez has 0. 7 of 13 shots shot by defensemen. What do you think of that stat?
That is not a good stat. Why are the defensemen shooting everything?
That's a question that the forwards should try to address here, but they are not. Stretch pass, Bennett deflected into the zone. To the corner, Tarasenko. Pressured by Nurse, he got taken down. Broberg had it, sent it deep into the Florida zone. Lundell. A minute has passed here in the third period. Onside, Montour! Rang off the outside of the net. Tarasenko. Along the boards. Lusterinen back at the point. Lundell. Shot deflected and out of play. So Florida getting some chances here in the first minute or so of the third. There's some promising chances here. Look at this Montour chance. Nice move there at the blue line on Nurse. That rang off the post. They're getting closer and closer. They just need to try to find the back of the net. Do you think if they get a goal, they start to get going, or no?
Maybe. If they can get a goal early in this period, they have a decent shot. But other than that, it's not looking too good.
Icing on the Oilers. 18:42 left to go in the third. Montour has 0 goals this series.
Oh, I called it.
3 in the
I
playoffs.
fucking called it. Oh, it's there.
3 in the playoffs. I
No,
know,
baby, 10 seconds now.
I know you've seen it ahead on the website, but just for the viewers trying to see it too. Oh, the face-off. CC has it. CC along the boards. Fought for Verhaeghe. Came loose. Barkov scores! Alexander Barkov in a 3-1 game.
Hey, look at that. That's his second goal of the game.
A 3-1 lead for the Oilers now. The deficit's cut to 2. What do you think on that goal by Barkov? What did you see on that play by Barkov?
That was great execution. He swung around the goalie. I don't think Skinner could do anything but fall down and hope that he missed.
So he called it.
Pretty much
You were celebrating already in the booth. And the second of the series.
I knew that an early shot would score.
Early goal, and the Panthers are back in it. It's a 2-goal deficit. Stretch pass for Cousins on the right wing. Sent it deep for Lomberg behind the net. Ekholm. And held in again along the boards. And the Oilers looking a little bit troubled here. Moving the puck. Bouchard. Stretch pass. Onside the Oilers. Shot. Save. Big rebound was there for the taking, and Mikkola takes it away. Mikkola sent it in from the blue line. Deflected into the zone. Bouchard. Mikkola stole it away momentarily. And then clear to the blue line, not out. Now here from the Oilers onside. McLeod's onside. McLeod on the left wing. Shot. Deflected wide. And the Panthers have the puck again. Rodriguez with the puck. Evan Rodriguez gave it across for Bennett. Bennett to Tkachuk. Tkachuk. Shot. Blocked. Tkachuk again. Deflected. Nurse. 2:30 into the third. Do you think that goal by Florida is now getting the momentum a little bit?
Yeah, maybe.
With the boards. Along the wall. Bennett across for Kachuk behind the net. Kachuk pressured. Kachuk. And out of the zone. Hyman holds up. Zach Hyman. And poked off his stick. Behind the net now in the corner. The Oilers have possession. Back to the point. Cece deflected it. And up in the air and gloved by Bobrovsky. Shots are 17-14 in favor of the Oilers, but the Panthers are back in it. So Barkov, assist by Verhaeghe, and the captain of the Panthers has them within 2 in game number 6. An offensive face-off here for the Oilers in the Florida zone. Shots are 2-1 Oilers in this period. Panthers have only scored on their only shot of the period. Face-off is won here by the Oilers. Into the corner it goes. Panthers move it up. Montour. Brendan Montour onside. Across. Holds up. Verhaeghe. Shot. Deflected and out to the corner. Didn't go out of play. Reinhardt trying to center it. Given away. Held in though at the center point and cleared out of the zone. Ekman Larson, Barkov. So they got 16 minutes to work with here, Aaron. What do you think Florida needs to do to continue that momentum?
Score quick. One more in the middle of the period, then you have a really good shot in this late period. With your empty
got taken
net
down.
time.
Shot and a save by Stuart Skinner. His 15th shot face of the night. Vogel clears it. Every offensive zone face-off for the Panthers is so important because they could get some scoring chances after that. Lundell poked off his stick. Behind the net, Tarasenko. Now in the corner, Lundell sends it deep behind the net. Loose to Arena. Wraparound attempt was blocked. Still loose behind the net now. Tarasenko rims it around back to the point for Kulikov. Rimmed it all the way around again for Tarasenko. Intercepted by Ekholm. And Ekholm out of play. Was that delay a game? I don't think so. And it's just a stoppage in play. 13:35 to go. It's a 3-1 game. Or 15:35 left to go. My apologies. Right now, the Panthers trying to come back from a 3-0 deficit. Barkov has them within 2. Their captain. Forsling out there for the Panthers in this offensive face-off. Shots of 17-15 favoring the Oilers. 3 goals on 17 shots. 1 goal on 15 shots. Off the face-off one here. Ekblad sends it down low. Trying to give a tic-tac-toe pass for Rodriguez. Could not go. Forsling has it. Bennett deflected into the zone. Bouchard blocked it on the way through. And it's battled for. Forsling trying to hold it in. Along the wall. Forsling has it, sends it deep into the zone. Along the wall, fought for. Still fought for in the corner. Still jammed up along the wall. 5 minutes into the third period. A 3-1 game. Shot deflected, save, rebound, right there on the doorstep. Could not go. Panthers this close to a 3-2 game. Rodriguez drops it off for Forsling. The Panthers getting chances. Crowd here in Oil Country Oil Nation don't want it to be blown here. This 3-goal lead. Verhaeghe behind the net. Verhaeghe. Barkov now Verhaeghe. Down low for Ekman Larson. Deflected it towards the front of the net on a backhanded shot. And it's cleared out of the zone. And it's going to be no icing here, and Ekman Larson retreats. Behind his own net, Ekman Larson gives it off. Hyman sends it in from the center line. Deflected into the zone, Bobrovsky had it. Gave it off for Ekman Larson, who sends it across for Montour. Sends it in from the center line. We're almost 6 minutes into the third period. It's a 3-1 game. Florida trying to come back from a 3-0 deficit. Stolen away. Hyman had it. Delayed penalty upcoming on Florida. Oh my, no. This is bad.
Penalty on the Oilers. Misconduct or something. Florida power play.
Oh wow, I thought that was going to be a penalty on the Oilers. A power play that everyone thought was an Oiler power play. And we'll be right back. 13:44 to go. Or 45 to go, my apologies. And it's a power play for Florida, trying to get them within one. We'll be back. We're back for game number 6 of the Stanley Cup final. And it's a 3-1 game. Florida is within 2. They're going to go on the power play as well. Derek Ryan for a high sticking, and he's in the box. 0 for 2 on the power play is Florida tonight. And the face-off is won here by the Panthers. And it's cleared out of the zone by the Oilers. Bobrovsky. Oilers have killed 45 of the last 46 power plays, or penalty kills. Penalties that they've taken. Barkov onside. Barkov already has a goal in the game. The only goal for the Panthers. Kachuk. Ekman Larson holds up. Fires wide of the net. Rebound was there. And Reinhart couldn't put it home. Verhaeghe as well couldn't have put it home either. 30 seconds into the power play and a good chance for the Panthers. And it's cleared out of the zone. Ekman Larson. Drop pass for Reinhart. Reinhart. Across for Barkov. Barkov's onside for Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe. And he got it poked off his stick. And the Oilers will clear it out for Janmark. Janmark blasted and a save. The rebound was there. Crowd loving it. 50 seconds to go in the power play for Florida. Rodriguez. Onside, Rodriguez. Rimmed it all the way around for Tarasenko. McLeod intercepts that pass. Bennett cleared out of the zone. And now the Oilers will get the Panthers moving in. Montour shot, deflected it behind the net now. Behind the net. Still fought for it, comes free. In the corner still. 19 seconds to go in the power play. Bennett pressured. Rodriguez cleared to the blue line and out. Poked out. McLeod. 10 seconds to go in the power play for Florida. Tarasenko dropped it off for Lundell. Lundell the shot. Gloved. 5 seconds to go in the power play. And this Florida power play just come and went. That was a terrible power play. Your thoughts on that power play? thoughts on that power play, Aaron?
Huh?
What were your thoughts on that power play?
Poor. I mean, we got some shots on great, but it's not what we want. We want a goal. We kind of need one quick.
Power play's over. Was cleared out by the Oilers. Montour sends it in from the center line. That's actually off on icing. And the crowd chanting here. Loud crowd in Edmonton. Ekblad. Hatfield pass for Lusterinen. 11:30 left to go in the third. No icing. Bobrovsky out to play it. Forsling. On left wing. Out through center. Sends it in from the center line. Ended all the way around. Kulak deflected. Stayed onside. Florida has a chance. Shot deflected above the glass. Reinhart held in at the blue line. Not. Verhaeghe overskated the puck. Just overskated it. Barkov through center. Verhaeghe deflected it to the corner. Kulak behind the net. Montour along the boards. Battled for. Still loose. Came free for the Oilers of 11:30 or 10:40 left to go. Bouchard had the puck. Verhaeghe now. Montour now. Reinhart trying to deflect into the zone. Holloway had it. Clear it to the blue line and out. Mikkola could not hold it in again. That was two attempts by Florida that they could have held it in, and they did not. And that's really crucial here. They need to get some possession here and some goals quickly if they want to make a comeback and try to win the cup here in game number 6. Tkachuk behind the net for Rodriguez. Rodriguez has a chance. Shot was blocked. The return pass, and it could not go. Cleared out of the zone. 10 minutes left to go in the third period. Florida down 3-1. Bennett now gives it up for Rodriguez. A shot saved by Skinner. Behind the net now. Rodriguez back to the point. Ekman-Larsson across. Possession here by Florida. Shot. Save, and it's still loose, and Brown takes it away and flips it out of the zone. 9:40 left to go in the third. Stretch pass could not connect, but it deflected on goal. Kulak clear to the blue line and not out. Forcing the shot was blocked out in front by the stick. Lundell, Tkachuk trying to center it. Deflected. And it's out of here. Hyman sends it in to the corner. Hyman behind the net. 9:15 left to go in the third period. 3-1. Oilers. If a game 7's necessary, and if the Panthers don't come back in the next 9 minutes, we'll see you game 7 in Florida Monday night, 8 Eastern. Shots are even at 18. Oilers want a call. They won't get it. Deflected on goal. Stuart Skinner went out to play it. Vogel on the right wing, deflected into the zone. 8:40 left to go in the third period. Montour in the corner. Battled for along the wall. Still battled for. And Lomberg takes it away. Cousins, a penalty upcoming on, I believe, Florida. Unbelievable. And the Oilers to the power play. Stanley, I believe, for tripping. So nothing's going right for the Florida Panthers at all. 3-1 down. They lead the series 3-2, but they're going to go on the penalty kill. We'll be right back after this. We are back here in Edmonton. We thank you for watching. We have peaked 9 viewers in this game, and we appreciate you for watching us here on had a brain fart on MHS. Had a brain fart there. I apologize for that. And Aaron, what do you think of this game?
It is just gonna depend on what Florida can do in this next minute.
8:30 to go. They need to kill off this penalty. If they get a shorthanded goal, it'd be great for the Florida Panthers. They'd also have to kill the penalty, though.
What are they doing?
It'd be nice. I don't know what they're doing. We're celebrating that the Oilers won. Man, the ASL feed's also biased too, I guess. 0 for 1 on the power play of the Oilers. 1 shot on goal in the power play. And the faceoff's won here. McDavid gives it for Bouchard across. Nugent Hopkins having some trouble at the blue line. Barkov pressuring, trying to clear it out. Draisaitl held it in. Hyman down low for McDavid. Return pass for Draisaitl. Blocked out in front. Now Bouchard at the point. Couldn't hold it in. Bouchard has the puck. McDavid deflected into the zone. Knocked down Verhaeghe. And cleared again. And the Oilers are just playing really good. Draisaitl now has it. Draisaitl will move it up onside. The Oilers. Draisaitl in the corner. Nikola trying to clear it. It's not. Bouchard. Draisaitl behind the net now. Hyman behind the net. Hyman trying to fish it free. 7:30 left to go in game 6. Nikola. Nugent Hopkins cleared to the blue line and not out. Bouchard held it in. 50 seconds to go in the power play for the Oilers. Held in by Draisaitl. Deflected on goal. Bobrovsky went out to play it. Cleared out of the zone. 40 seconds to go. Shorthanded the Panthers. Hold for reinforcements. Bennett trying to get through onside. Bennett will just drop it back, killing off the time on the Oilers power play. 7 minutes to go in the 3rd period. Deflected into the zone. Tkachuk, McLeod. Bouchard now. Stretch pass was intercepted. McLeod kicked it. Onside, McLeod's in. On the left wing, shot! Off the mask and a save. Ekblad drops it. 10 seconds to go in the power play. Bennett behind the net now. Forsling cleared it out of the zone. Intercepted by Ekholm. That ends the power play. 6:30 left to go in the 3rd. Behind the net, Ekholm rimmed it all the way around and cleared out of the zone. No one was there at the point. Panthers need to act fast here, in my opinion, Aaron. What do you think? When do you think they're going to pull the goaltender?
I think they'll pull him around 3 minutes. So you got about 3 more minutes to score once or twice.
Icing.
And then you have an extra attacker.
6:06 at the go, and an icing on the Oilers, and a potential chance for the Panthers to try to get on the board. Yeah, they win this faceoff. We thank you for watching our feed. We have 12 viewers right now at the moment. We thank you for watching. We thank you that you chose our feed to watch. Nurse will clear it to the blue line and out. Will that be another icing? No, they wave it off. Less than 6 to go in the 3rd period. Ekman Larson. We're less than 6 to go until potential game 7. Ekman Larson deflected it into the zone. Barkov behind the net now. Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe on the trapezoid. Verhaeghe pressured near the corner. Battled for along the wall. Near the boards. Cleared out by Hyman. Montour now. Ekman Larson. Reinhart sends it in with 5:30 to go in the 3rd. McDavid. Now Verhaeghe pressured by Brown. Brown has the puck. Brown trying to clear it. Brown has the puck, and he'll start the breakout. Here come the Oilers. They'll send it in from the center line. A 3-2 series lead by the Panthers. It was a 3-0 series lead, and we were almost 5 minutes away from a potential game number 7. That's offside. with 5:05 left to go. We'll be back.
Chipotle's
We're back in Edmonton with 5:05 left to go. Bobrovsky is preparing himself if there will be an empty net at the other end for the Florida Panthers. And Paul Maurice might actually do this with 5 minutes to go in the third period. It's kind of a risky move, but you need 2 goals and fast. We will see if that pays off here for him. If whenever they get the chance to pull Bobrovsky. Or else we'll go to Game 7 in Florida. Sunrise, Florida, we'll see you on Monday night. If that does happen, or else Florida comes back in this game and wins it. Deflected and out of play with 5:01 left to go. We thank you for watching us, our feed. We have 10 live viewers right now. We thank you for watching again. Aaron, what do you think Panthers are going to do here in the last 5:01?
I think they're going to need to score real quick.
Forsling, now Barkov. Crowd singing along here in Edmonton. 3-on-2 developing here for the Panthers. Deflected. It was a block out in front. Centered! What a save, Stuart Skinner. And a chance for a 3-2 game was gone away off of that save. Centered, and it went through everyone. Race for it. Bobrovsky way out to play it. Holy moly. Reinhardt, Verhaeghe, pressured, cleared. 4:25 left to go. Becomes a question when they're going to pull Bobrovsky. Here come the Panthers. Onside here. Rodriguez to the front. Deflected, and it's in. No, it's not. Oh. It is not in the net. It almost banked off of Skinner. It almost looked like that Jason Robertson hat trick goal in the Western Conference Final, and he banked off of Stuart Skinner. He did not hear in this. It would have been a lucky break for the Panthers. We have hit a peak 11 viewers. We thank you for watching our broadcast. 4:12 left to go in the third period. Shots are even at 20. Panthers either going home to a Game 7, or they have to make a big comeback here in Game number 6 to send it to overtime. Face-off's won here, and the Panthers have it. And then it's 1 too early, I guess. Mike Miller in the chat just said, "Go Oilers." They're going to send it to a Game 7 if they hold on here, unless they pull a 2017 Ducks and Oilers series, Game number 5, I believe that was. Along the boards, deflected, send it out in front. Chance there out in front. Ekholm will clear it to the blue line and out. Montour could not hold it in. I've noticed here, Montour has not been a great factor in this series. He has not been playing well at all, in my opinion. Ekholm with 3:45 to go in the third. Aaron, what do we see in the last 3:40?
One empty net goal at probably 3:15.
We'll see. Florida has possession and poked and held in by Florida.
Wait,
empty net at the other end.
10 seconds.
There's an empty net. Cleared out the zone. Oilers to the empty net. Scores! And they're sending it to Game 7. (4-1). McLeod gets it, and a 4-1 lead. And they're sending it to game number 7. This is unbelievable. They're sending it to game number 7. Wow. Oilers faithful at Rogers Place, going crazy.
No way. Right off rip, they just score another one.
Wow. 4-1. And the believe signs are out here in Edmonton. And a 4-1 lead in game number 6. Shot from distance was rebounded out in front. Oh, it went to the crease and didn't go. Empty net and they score. Another empty net goal and a 5-1 lead for the Oilers.
Skinner got the assist.
They're going to game 7.
There's always a chance for a comeback.
Unbelievable. The Oilers are down 3-0 in this series. And this is going to 7. This is going the length. Look at this chance right here for Florida. Stuart Skinner stopped it. He got the assist on the empty net goal. He'll get his first point of this series. I cannot believe it. Stuart Skinner gets a point in this series and a 5-1 lead. 3:03 to go. It's a party here in Edmonton. The last home game of the season for the Oilers. And they chant, "We want the cup." The Oilers have scored 5, and they have a 2-on-2 developing here. Ryan dumps it in. 21 shots on goal. The Florida Panthers, if they don't win Game 7, will end up like the 1942 Red Wings, blowing a 3-0 series lead. A 5-1 lead. Florida needs to score 4 in 2 minutes and a half. And the Oilers have a 5-1 lead with 2:05 to go. We're going to game 7. This is going back to Florida. Either the Panthers win it and end the comeback for the Oilers, or the Oilers come from 3-0 behind and win the Stanley Cup. A 100 seconds to go in the third. Ekman Larsson's shot deflected wide. Ekblad a chance, gloved. With 1:34 to go. And Mike Miller in the chat said, "Be partying hard tonight in Alberta." 3-0 series lead all time. NHL 206-4. NBA 157-0. MLB 39-1. Panthers led this series 3-0. This is going to be a tie series. And what are your thoughts on this?
This is not. This is going to be one hell of a series if anything happens. If it's an overtime game 7, this will be a great game.
They're singing Living on a Prayer right now in the building. And for the last 30 seconds, we'll let the crowd talk for the last 30 in this game as deflected out of play. This is unbelievable. The Oilers down 3-0 in the series and are coming all the way back. They're dragging this back to Florida for one final time, one final game. Will we see overtime in Game 7? Will we see the Florida Panthers rebound in Game 7? Will the Oilers win their cup since 1990? Will the Florida Panthers still have the curse of never winning a cup? 1:05 left to go in the third. Shot was stopped there by Stuart Skinner. Crowd cheering here in Oil Country. Nurse moves it up. Darnell Nurse sends it in from the center line. 45 to go in the third. Game number 6, a 5-1 lead for the Oilers. We'll let it take away for the last 30 seconds with the crowd here. Kulikov will hold up and drop it back. Now it's the crowd. Icing with 25.4, or 0.1, my apologies. Faceoffs won here by Florida. Back to the crowd again with 20 seconds to go. There's a fight here of 8.5. Loudon Lomberg. This is just frustration. Lomberg's already going down. They're going to just get him out of the game. Oil crowd is going crazy. 8.5 to go. A 3-0 series lead by the Panthers is gone. We're going to Game 7. Winner takes it all. Loser goes home. We'll see you Monday night at 8 Eastern. Shots are even at 21. Barkov the only goal for the Panthers in this game, and it will end up like that. The Oilers are sending it to Game 7 in Florida. Detroit Red Wings. The Edmonton Oilers are sending it to Game 7. The crowd in Edmonton's going wild. The viewers in the chat are going wild. They're sending it to 7. We're going to see you Monday night. Either the Oilers win it or the Panthers win their first cup in existence. And thoughts after this game? The Oilers side of things. 5-1 win for the Edmonton Oilers. They're forcing it back to Florida for a Game 7. We'll see you Monday night. From Aaron and Stan, I'm Max. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. We'll see you Game 7 Monday night.